Hey guys, Gruz here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're checking out the lost levels of Super Mario 3. Now, what do I mean by this? Well, when Nintendo was designing Super Mario 3, for whatever reason, they happened to leave several levels unused in the game's code. Yep, that's right. These lost levels have been here in the game the whole time. Now this is really cool to see. Super Mario 3 was such an iconic game. It's incredibly interesting to see these bits and pieces of ideas for the game that obviously didn't pan out for Nintendo. You might think, oh, that's cool. There's what, maybe one or two of these levels they accidentally left in the code? Nope. There's 15 of these. 15 levels. And today I'm going to take you through some of the more interesting parts of them. And we'll speculate a bit on what Nintendo might have been thinking with some of these. Normally, you wouldn't be able to access these levels as is. The only reason they got left in the game in the first place is probably because there is not a way to access them without first modifying the game. They had no idea nerds like us would be tearing their game apart, examining every little piece of it until we know everything about it. Thankfully, you don't have to be a hacker if you want to play the lost levels these days. The original method was to punch in a few game Genie codes, making it so the first stage you would enter would link to the part in memory that stores the hidden stages. Nowadays, the best way to play these unused stages is to patch a Mario 3 ROM file with an IPS file created and released by the mushroomkingdom.net website. This is the way that I recommend checking out these levels. This patch lays out all the unused content in a very easy to use level map. There's a lot here, so let's check them out. The first unused level is another place in the game where you run into the sinfully underused Shoe Goombas. This level is laid out in a very crude 2-floor layout, kind of similar to World 5-3, which happens to also be the only level in Super Mario 3 with the Shoe Goombas. The bottom floor here has a lot of empty space, with some Spinies walking around here, and another Shoe Goomba. Nothing incredibly challenging down here. There are several pipes connecting the top and bottom parts of this world, with no real reason for it. There's no real puzzles or challenges, so it seems likely this level was built by a programmer to test some of the game's mechanics, possibly even the Goomba's shoe itself. I always loved this shoe power-up, and I wished I could have used it more in the game, so it's really cool to see it make another appearance again in this level. The second unused level is very cool. This one starts out as something that could have been from the ground stages of World 5, or perhaps an early version of level 3-9. Just like level 3-9, the level is split, where half of it is above ground, and the other half below is underwater. So there are a few obstacles you have to get through up top, making your way all the way to the right, so you can go down this pipe over here. This pipe dumps you out into the pool below, where you gotta swim all the way to the left, getting past a couple sets of Cheep Cheeps and a blooper nanny. Then you enter yet another pipe and are sent to this crazy coin heaven. This is the creepiest coin heaven I think I've ever seen. It's got a strange green hue that looks very out of place, like something bad's about to happen. Gotta get out of here. Ooh, but there is a chest up here, which has a Lakitus cloud in it. That's cool. You don't normally see chests up in the coin heavens. Level 3 is pretty interesting. At the start of the level, you'll run into a Shoe Goomba, which doesn't make a lot of sense, as this is more of an athletic level, bearing strong resemblance to level 7-3. Both this level and level 7-3 have big hills and will keep spawning stars in the question blocks if you're fast enough. At the beginning of the level, there is a coin heaven hidden between these note blocks here, although this does just appear to be a standard coin heaven. This level is pretty cool. There are all sorts of interesting challenges here. There's actually some pretty good difficulty to this one. Some interesting level designs with some jumps that would probably be considered difficult for average players. It's got those tough Lakitus that throw those green spiny eggs. It's got a pointless beanstalk that leads you nowhere. And even a pile driver micro Goomba. Oh yeah, and don't forget to grab the single coin in the sky. Level 4 looks incredibly similar to level 1-5. It starts with what looks like some kind of double door concept Nintendo was trying out here. These doors lead you inside of the cave, and right away you'll run into a few buzzy beetles and fire piranha plants. A whole lot of piranha plants. In fact, every single pipe you run across here has a piranha plant in it. The whole level has such a World 1-5 vibe. I would be shocked if this wasn't an early version or prototype for this stage. It's so similar, but smaller and not quite as exciting. There's a short above ground section towards the middle of the stage. The above ground section here is a lot shorter than the actual 1-5 above ground section. And yeah, I checked, there's no hidden coin heaven note block. After the above ground section, you go back underground and end the level with a short piranha plant section. There are 6 piranha plants to deal with here, so it is kinda tough if you don't have a power up. I call level 5 the Tanuki Suit Room Testing Grounds. This level consists of all sorts of concepts for secret Tanuki Suit rooms. This looks like the stage Nintendo designed to test all the different layouts for the bonus rooms with the giant question blocks. I recommend using the game Genie Code, which will allow you to walk through the walls and explore the entire area. Be careful of the pipes though. The wall pipes will lead you back to the map screen, but the ground pipes will lead you to completely empty areas without even a floor, so it's certain death for Mario. Some of these designs were used in the final game in some form or another, but it sure is interesting to see them all grouped together like this. The 6th level looks like a scrapped concept from the Icy World 6. This level has you running on floating ice blocks, avoiding Cheep Cheeps, Flame Chomps, and other mixed and matched enemies in a level that has some good difficulty to it. It's a fairly short stage, and it feels a bit sloppy and slapped together. Very unpolished. Look at this. What the heck is going on with this Koopa Paratroopa? And can someone explain to me how a fire snake can jump on an ice block like this? This is unrealistic. The 7th level is really cool. This one looks to be another scrapped concept from the Ice World. And let me tell you, this is my favorite of all the Lost levels. So at the start, it immediately drops you into the water, right next to a couple of Gelectros. Then you realize, oh crap, this is an auto-scrolling level. If you act real fast, you can get the power up at the start of the level. Then hop into the water and get ready for some aquatic dodging situations. The main threats here are Cheep Cheeps, Blooper Nannies, and Gelectros. This level also has a new enemy that never made it into the final game. Introducing Tan Cheep Cheeps. Look at that. That's so cool. These lost Cheep Cheeps bob up and down, coming at you in a pack of 3. These are interesting. So only 2 sets of tan Cheep Cheeps show up here, and the second set only has 2 of them. But the reason people think that they would normally swim in packs of 3 is because they spawn so close to the top of the water here, it probably causes the third one not to spawn. So right after that part, you've got to hop onto land, in a short section where you got to deal with some Koopa Troopas and avoid falling into this massive pit of munchers. Then, it's back into the water for more Gelectro dodge in action. I really like this idea. It would be interesting to see what Nintendo could have done with this design had they worked it out a bit more. I love the idea of the water/land hybrid stages. So if that wasn't difficult enough, the game then throws a couple of boomerang bros at you at the very end of the level. I love it. Now level 8 is a very strange level. On this level, it seems Nintendo was testing what it would be like to have a level where you had to swim up a bunch of waterfalls in order to get past the stage. Let me tell you, it's no wonder this one got scrapped. It's incredibly particular how you have to swim up these things. It's very easy to fall off the side of the waterfall and it can be frustrating. My advice is to not move while you're swimming up it. I could see this working a lot better if the waterfalls weren't all the exact same width as Mario. There is one waterfall that is double, and it is a lot easier to swim up this one. I keep finding myself falling down and down. After you get through the waterfall section, it sends you to a blank blue desert area where all you can do is grab a card. Level 9 is really cool. This is a cloud level, possibly to be part of the Cloud World 5. But here it's got a very neat effect with the background that gives the illusion that Mario is standing on a floating cloud. The background clouds and question blocks float up and down, which is very cool. Another interesting thing about this level is that it too introduces a new unused enemy in the game, introducing the green parabeetles. The green ones don't seem to do much different than the red ones, besides move a bit faster. You'll have to deal with some flame chomps and a Lakitu at the very end of the stage, but overall this level is pretty short with not much of a challenge. This one might be a good place to practice jumping on the parabeetles. Lost Level 10 is similar to the last level 9 in that it also has the floating background and both colors of parabeetles. This is weird. Look how the top of this pipe moves up and down. Something's not right here. I'm led to believe that this is originally some sort of coin heaven concept that Nintendo was testing, in that it has a bunch of coins in it, it plays the standard coin heaven music, and it's extremely short, just like a bonus area. The 11th level looks and plays a lot like the design of World 1-6. This would definitely have been either another level in the first world or an earlier design of 1-6. I'm leaning towards a scrapped level. The enemies in this level are Koopa Troopas and Goombas. It's a very easy level, and there isn't really much about it that I would consider challenging. The whole level seems like it needed a few more passes in the design stage of development. I do like some of the ideas, like this 2-lane area towards the end of the stage. There's a power-up down here, but otherwise not much reason to come down here. Towards the middle of the level, there are some hanging platforms with clouds in the sky that you can jump up onto and collect some coins. But good luck actually getting up there. It's one of those stages where the sky is locked until you start flying, and there is not much room here to get a running start. Now here's where the levels start to get a little weird. In level 12, it's very similar to the design of level 11, except it's a lot shorter and there isn't much to do in this level. There's a small section at the end where you can get some coins and a power-up, but unfortunately there is no exit in this level, so to get out of here, you've got to do yourself in. Level 13 is even weirder than level 12. It's exactly the same as level 12, except everything is moved down by 1 block. I'm sure this was just some designer trying some things, but you know, with how jam-packed and awesome the actual retail release of Super Mario 3 was, I'm so surprised that there was room left over for this many extra levels. The 14th level is also interesting. This level is another cloud level that was probably destined for World 5, but wasn't developed enough to make it into the actual game. It's a very short stage with no enemies, some floating cloud pieces, and some question blocks, some coins, and this short wall over here. Make sure you come to this one with the raccoon power-up, as I don't think you can jump high enough to make it onto those question blocks. If you go up top here, you'll find a very long cloud platform that stretches nearly all the way across the level. It's so strange up here too, because there's a very speckled starry pattern up here. Kind of like a designer was about to paint the sky up here with the stars, but then decided that sucked, so they just stopped. The last level here is a very strange cloud world concept, which uses stacked clouds to make giant platforms that you can hop up and sort of climb to get to the top of them. This level has no enemies except for an inactive bullet bill cannon, which never shoots. I guess they forgot to plug this one in. There is a power-up here with some coins to collect, but overall it feels very unfinished. And once again, there is no way to exit this stage, not even a pit to throw yourself in, so you'll either have to wait it out or shut the game off, which probably wouldn't be a bad idea, because at this point, you've seen all there is to see about the lost levels of Super Mario 3. So there we have it. Those are the official lost levels of Super Mario 3, designed by Nintendo, but never meant for our eyes. I myself am a huge Super Mario nerd, so it's awesome to see some of these behind the scenes types of things. Over the years, there has been other stuff uncovered in the game's code, such as unused sprites and other small single screen rooms. But I found these 15 unused levels exceptionally interesting, and I hope you did too. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like on it to let me know. And if you're new to this channel, I make all sorts of cool videos like this, so hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications so you know when I upload a new video. Thanks so much for your time today. I'll see you guys soon in the next video. Goodbye.